Hey friends, thanks for making the right turn over here to Mallard's Cooking Corner, popping on live, interrupting the Lions game, so who knows who's gonna pop on, but as promised, you voted. It was between the mini pumpkin loaves, which I might have a surprise at the end, or the pumpkin donut holes, and the pumpkin donut holes won. So that's what we're gonna be making here today. I actually already made a batch, but we're gonna finish this batch by coating it in butter and cinnamon and sugar and all the good stuff. But let me show you how I made these pumpkin donut holes, and then we'll get to that here. So first and foremost, we're gonna start with our dry ingredients. So I just have the, this is a classic batter bowl. It's our small batter bowl. We do have a larger one that is actually 2 quarts. This can go in the microwave. It is also freezer safe, and you can actually put it in the oven up to 350 degrees. So, and I will drop the recipe below. I'm actually reading it right off to the side just so I don't tell you incorrectly. So we are doing 1 3/4 cup of flour here. So I'm gonna put that into the bowl. And then we are taking, what's it say to do? 2 teaspoons of baking powder right here. So we'll dump that in there. And then 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Again, I figured just for the interest of time, I would go ahead and prep everything. And then this is the Korintje Cinnamon, and Korintje Cinnamon is an Indonesian cinnamon preferred by bakers. So this is actually a limited release item with Pampered Chef. So that's what we're gonna be putting in here. And we are doing 1 teaspoon of the ground cinnamon. And then, so we just talked about the Korintje cinnamon. So this is the Korintje cinnamon, but with a few extra things. And these are limited release items with Pampered Chef during the holiday from now until the end of December. So that's when you can get it. So it has the Korintje cinnamon with nutmeg, allspice, orange peel, cloves, ginger. So delicious. So we're gonna do a teaspoon or a tablespoon of that. And I am just using what I really like about these is I can set it to, like, here's 1 teaspoon all the way up to 1/8 of a teaspoon. So we're gonna move it down. There is actually a larger one that goes up to 1 tablespoon. We're gonna put that in there. Perfect. Get that out of the way. I absolutely love the Korintje cinnamon. So I actually put this put it in, and I just sprinkle some on my coffee, and I feel so fancy when I do it. So that is our dry ingredients here. Yes, I have everything. I'm just reading my notes. And then what we're gonna do is get kind of our wet ingredients, and I'm going to show you the stand mixer here. I think you can kind of see it from my angle. I'm gonna go in this direction here. So our stand mixer is one of those splurge items, but oh so worth it. Really takes the guesswork out of baking. I've never been a baker. It has 5 preset settings such as custom whip, cream, mix, beat, and knead. Has 3 different inserts. So this is just the paddle, and then it has like a silicone lip to scrape the edges. And then there's also a kneading one and a whipping one. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna take, let's see, reading. Again, I will drop it below. 1/3 cup of pumpkin. So let me show you. It's an oldie but a goodie. Everybody loves this. Took Clint showing me how to use it. This is our can opener. It also has a little lip here, like if it has one of those cans that you're just popping. And then right here, there's like a little magnetic piece that you're gonna put the can, and this is good for left or right handers as well. So I'm just gonna put it on. Look at how strong that is, not going anywhere. So what I'm gonna do is just go around, and then I'm gonna go all the way around, and I'll almost feel it just slightly give. There we go. And then I just do a quarter turn the other way. And then it has like these little Pac-Man right there on the side. They call this the smooth edge can opener, because guess what? You're not gonna cut yourself. Your kids aren't gonna cut yourself. When your husband's taking out the garbage, it's not gonna like pop through the bag and cut him. So absolutely perfect. And we're gonna put that into our measure all cup. This is a mini measure all cup. It actually goes up to a cup. What I like about this is I can do liquids on one side or solids on the other. So let's just make sure I am not telling you incorrectly. 3/4 cup of pumpkin. And I am using I'm not using the canned pumpkin. I am just using like the pumpkin puree here. So because I've already added all of the spices with that Korintje cinnamon and the cinnamon plus, I don't need to have the pumpkin pie filling. So just keep that in mind. So popping that on there, that looks pretty good. So you can see, just like so, doesn't make a mess. I use this for mayonnaise and I am just plopping it right down. Perfect, absolutely perfect. So then what we're going to do is take 1/2 cup of the brown sugar. I should also mention these are easy read measuring cups, so it has the numbers on the side here, but easy seeing that it's just kind of slotted like when you set it down, so it's easy to see what you're measuring. So 1/2 cup of the brown sugar, and then we're going to do 1/2 cup of milk. We putting in there. There we go. And then 1 egg, and I always crack my eggs outside because you don't want, very rare, but sometimes you can get a bloody egg, and then mostly in my case it's because I'm getting a shell in there. For the life of me, I cannot crack an egg. So that was the brown sugar, the milk, and then I'm doing 1/3 cup of either canola or avocado oil. Putting that right in there. And then I'm gonna put it down here. And again, I don't even have to think about this. So I'm just gonna turn it to just a mix here, and it's set automatically for 2 minutes, 30 seconds. I don't think it's gonna take that long. But then what we're going to do is just kind of add in, you know what, I think I'm gonna change this around a little bit because I noticed that, oops, I gotta lock that into place here. I noticed last time, I think I overbeated the mixture. So I'm just gonna take actually our large batter bowl here, put in our dry ingredients, and then what I'm gonna do is just take those wet ingredients and just kind of fold it in, because I don't wanna actually mix it. But I almost forgot my most favorite part here. We can still add it, 1/2 teaspoon of our Madagascar, double strength Madagascar pure vanilla. This is also one of those seasonal items with Pampered Chef. And if you've never had real vanilla, once you've had this, you're literally not going to go back to just plain old vanilla. This is so good. Quality is absolutely amazing. You pay a little bit more for it. It's $45. It will be available until the end of December, but I promise you, you will notice the difference in the quality of this vanilla. I promise I'm not just playing with you. I actually really like that. So I'm gonna stop this. And again, you didn't see me like taking a spatula and putting it down. So we're just gonna take that liquid mixture here, mix it all the way in here. I'm gonna move to the other side of the camera. Again, it would be so nice. I know I say this all the time. What am I gonna say? If only I had a larger kitchen for filming, this would be so much prettier and easier. So, all right. So I have the pumpkin mixture in there, and what I'm gonna do is just kind of fold it in. Hopefully you can see what I am doing here. I'm using my batter bowls all the time. Absolutely love them. Like I said, you can actually put these guys in the oven up to 350 degrees. It's a tempered glass. It's been around forever. It was actually redesigned. I also like how it has this lip on it right here. And then you saw the small one before I actually used this big one. So I'm just kind of folding it again. I'm doing this because I don't want to over mix it. And I think if I use the stand mixer, which is what I did originally, I might have over mixed it a little bit. So, but literally the flavor of these, so good. I can't wait to put the sugar as well as the butter on there. So mixing this together, I'm just using one of our spatulas here, and they are strong. We are very well known for our spatulas, and they don't discolor. They are heat safe, I think up to 450 degrees. So absolutely amazing. So that is the mixture that we are going for here. So I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees. And then I am taking our donut hole. This is a donut hole. You can use the same, You can use the same recipe for, we do have a donut pan as well. And they're both, I think, $29.50. Love this Tiffany blue on it. So there is also an actual donut hole pan available as well. So another product that you always hear me say on any of, even if you're not using Pampered Chef, please, please, PSA. I'm always giving a PSA about shredding cheese, but PSA, do not use Pam. It has chemicals in it. That Pam kind of builds up like this grimy, and that's what causes that sticky, grimy coating on all of your bakeware. So actually invest in the kitchen spritzers. Love these. I actually have 3 of them. I have one with olive oil and rosemary. I actually change that one out every 3 to 4 weeks just because it has rosemary in it, that I'm putting fresh herbs in it. I just have a neutral oil in here and then a regular olive oil in my other one. But you have to be careful because I actually sold one of these and I heard that her husband used it and it flew up all over, got on the paint, kind of stained the paint. So key with the kitchen spritzers is when you're done using it, you almost want to, or because pressure builds up in here. Actually, I did that too fast for you. I don't know if you heard that, but pressure will build up in there. And so when you are done using it, you want to burp the bottle so that you don't get that pressure in there. So all I'm doing is just giving it a few pumps, and I'm doing it until it gets pretty firm. I think that feels pretty good. I don't want to overdo it though, because I risk it blowing up here, but then it just acts as the spritzer. Look at this. Why do we need Pam? I'm not so sure why we need Pam. You can see why I use this guy all the time, and I could keep going if I wanted to. I don't have to though. So, and then right when I'm done, let's see if you can hear it. Did you hear that? So it just releases that pressure. That is just the key to doing this. And then just putting the cap back on, put it up in my cabinet. Done. All right. So we are almost there. Let's get this pumpkin mixture into our holes. So I have 3 cookie scoops. There are actually 4 available. So we have our large, our medium, and our small. There is actually an extra large scoop. Our scoops are stainless steel. They are dishwasher safe. I use them very frequently, but they're gonna be perfect and easy for putting it into the holes here. So just plop it, oops, and of course it's my kitchen, so I am making a mess. But drop in the comments, are you more of a pumpkin or an apple fan? I'm thinking I don't know, I didn't show my shirt, pumpkin, you know. I just, pumpkin and apples just remind me of fall. Absolutely love this time of year. We actually went out to, where did we go? I think it's Holly is where we went to, where it actually was like Grand Blanc area. We went to a haunted house last night. I think it's called Rotten Manor. It's excellent. It's so good. I scream so loud. I'm actually surprised I still have a voice today. And speaking of screaming or yelling, if you do hear anything, Clint is right in the living room right now watching the game. Yeah, I am not though. I will catch it sometimes. I'm just not a huge football fan in general. I will watch college football. I'm not a huge supporter of the NFL, and I won't go into my political views, not political, but my views on why I don't like the NHL, but you can probably surmise some of the things that I really don't like about the NFL. I do like the NHL. I do love my Red Wings, that's for sure. All right, and I'm not gonna quite make it. I did some smaller, when I did this originally, I was actually able to fill up all the holes. I'm not gonna quite make it this time, but you can see just how easy that is. Look at that, okay? But like I said, on the last one, I think I made some smaller ones, but you get the hint, you get the idea here. And I will pop that in the oven for, I did mine for 11 minutes on 350 degrees. All right, let's get to the favorite part here. Let me just clean this up a little bit. Again, I just make such a mess in my kitchen. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention, I don't know if you I'm always cooking because I do have a galley kitchen. I'm always actually cooking on my oven, and a lot of people ask me what this is. This is actually my oven top, and this was done by Z Brothers Woodworking. He's a respiratory therapist out of Midland, and he does this beautiful, beautiful wood. So I love it that I just put it over my stove, and then it gives me so much more room when I'm making things like this or showing off the products. Okay, so I think I'm gonna need another, let me just grab a plate here. But again, please, please, please drop in the comments, are you a pumpkin or an apple fan? What is your favorite things to do this time of year? Do you like to go to the apple patches, the cider mills, that sort of thing? Let me know. So yeah, all right, so what it says to do, I'm just gonna put these on the other way. This is actually our coating trays. There's a third one. They're redesigned. I don't know if you can tell it from your angle, but they actually overlap, so really, really like these guys. So it just says to take these, oh, wait, I have to show you these first. Another new holiday product. Oh my goodness, how cute are these? Going on my charcuterie board, little oven mitt tongs. I think they're like 12 bucks. You'll also see the caramel apple and the peppermint dessert mix behind me. I just made the pies yesterday, and oh so delicious. Another limited holiday item, but these charcuterie board, yes. All right, so it just says just to put a few in here. That's what I'll do. So you get the idea. So I'm just coating it with the butter, and then we'll just put it. Oh, this is gonna be so good. And I will say this, when I had it just plain before I did this, it wasn't like overly sweet, and I think that's why I really liked it. This is actually gonna be probably pretty sweet. So I just have some sugar in there, and then I put some of the Cinnamon Plus on there as well. Oh my gosh, these are gonna be so good. I will eat one of these live in a second. So if you're local, I have a bunch, especially I'll have more. So you can kind of see like how big some of these were. So just coating it with the butter, oh, so good. So good. All right, what's your favorite kind of donut? I don't know, these are delicious. I'll open one up here. Here we go. So good. Perfectly moist. It's a repeat. It's a repeat for sure, actually. That is so good. All right, let's get this out of the way. One more minute, I promise. I also made, let me set this guy off to the side. I also made pumpkin loaves, and this is our pumpkin loaf pan. I love these. So we have this almond bread mix that's so delicious that I'll do in here. So these pumpkin, I kind of, the recipe was just ever so slightly different. So I will drop the recipe for these guys below. This was the other one you could vote on, but it's also this Tiffany blue that's perfect for baking. But look at how cute these guys are. And then I just kind of decorated them up a little bit. So I just have some cream cheese frosting with a little food coloring. And this is our dual piping bag, so it actually has two. So I just did like a yellow and a green. And I'm just gonna, just like so, we'll get the cream cheese frosting on that. Look at that. So cute. I'm not really a decorator, but anyways, yeah, so reach out if you have questions. Thank you for following me. You'll see all of the holiday products that have been released. There's some really awesome ones, so definitely want to start stocking up. And yeah, we do have to start thinking about the holidays. So, all right, thanks for watching. Talk to y'all soon. Bye now.